Yeah, babe.
Oh, welcome to Two Tired Twats. I'm Carrie Karavis and Patty Rosboro's on the FDR. Basically, I leave an hour early to get to the place on time. So, we're going to have to wait it out. But in place of my other tired twat, I have Mario, the little tired twat, Bosco.
Hello, hello, hello.
And our guest today is the very funny Mr. Andre Kim Jr.
Thank you.
I don't know why I had to do that Chinese voice.
You're
You're not even Chinese. You're not.
No, I'm
You're
black.
Yeah, I know. Do people say that you're Chinese?
They say it. They'll be like, yeah, this Chinese guy, and I just let it fly because I'm tired of correcting.
You all look
I'm
the
tired
same.
of it. Yeah, we all look the same.
I mean, can you tell the difference between Chinese and Korean, or you're fucked up too about it?
No, I can. Korean people were really good looking. And
Okay.
Chinese people look ratty, and it's.
So were you the rat?
You probably don't know. I guarantee.
No, I do.
Well, look, if I lined up a Chinese guy, a Japanese
I will
guy,
get it right every
and
time.
a Korean guy,
I'll get it right every single time.
Really?
Because Japanese people are very pale. Very pale.
Okay.
And Chinese people are.
What about a
Filipino?
Filipino? Because I get those confused too. Those people.
I get them confused with Mexicans, and it's really.
That's racist.
No, Filipino. That's where it gets a little murky for me. Cambodian, Filipino, Mongolian, like that kind of stuff. Vietnamese.
I like the Mongolian beef.
Yeah, I like. But I can tell for Korean, Chinese, Japanese. I can tell the difference.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Are you stoned?
I'm not. I did not smoke today specifically for this.
Okay, but you look stoned. Maybe it's the
It's
eyes.
just, that's racist.
Maybe it's
but
in his
here's the
drink.
thing.
Or in that
Across
plastic
the
bottle
street.
of water.
Yeah.
So, Andre Kim, you're young.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I am 24.
He's 24. That's a baby. You know what? That's when I started comedy.
Really?
So you have like 30 years to look forward to being a failure. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, you're Korean, so that's a novelty. That's like you don't really see. How many Korean comics are there?
Just a handful.
Yeah.
I'm the funniest, but look, no,
Your mom and dad?
no, no. There's a lot of Asian comics out there in the city.
Asian?
We do an all Asian show once a month at Stand Up New York. I don't get booked on there anymore because I did it too much, but
They had no
they
more.
have it.
Was it an all Asian crowd
It was
too?
pretty much, yeah. They infuse it with like Asian fundraisers. That's like the key.
Like what? Save the dogs? No, that's
Save the
that's,
cat.
Save the cats and dogs?
Well, here's the thing about Asian people. They don't really support their own kind. So you got to like trick them with like a fundraiser spin. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you say. So they're not going to come out. There's no
Just
fans.
for comedy. Yeah, they're not going to just come out. You got to
that's
trick
weird.
them. Yeah,
because
they don't
every the Italians will go out for Maniscalco.
Oh.
They're like diehards of Dice fans.
Di Battetto.
Yeah, all the Italians stay for sell out every show.
They bring the whole
Even
neighborhood.
the Indian population will follow.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The Asian, I don't know. They just
have no
They just don't.
They're too busy playing mahjong.
pai gao.
Pai Gao.
Now, are you a gambler? Because that's
I am now.
that comes with the.
Well, I told you last month what happened. I won like $2.5 grand from doing a slot machine.
Now, this is the stupidest story ever. He calls me up and he goes, I won $2,500. And I thought you were full of shit because I'm a
she's
degenerate
asking me all these
gambler.
questions. She's like, what slot were you at? What was it called? She's like, what happened when you won? Did anyone come over? She's like, do you have to fill anything out? I was like, Carrie, I don't know what else to tell. She's like, you're lying. You're lying. Let me see a picture.
First of all, I don't sound like that.
And then I send her a picture, and she's like, that's fake. That's fake.
No, I believed you after you showed the picture. But here's what I don't understand. He puts a quarter in, and they don't even take quarters. Now, how much did you play?
Well, that's the thing. I had the ticket voucher. Here's the thing. I was playing roulette. I was eating my ass on roulette. I was like $200 like down.
Wow.
200. That's nothing.
That's
I
not
know.
eating your ass, buddy.
That's not eating your
Eating
ass.
Well,
your
I
ass,
don't get it.
$200.
Me and Carrie.
All right, shush. Sam listens.
Well, I only brought $250 for the weekend for cash. You know what I mean? At one point, I was like,
Now we could see him. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So I just, I got the ticket voucher from the roulette thing.
Voucher.
And then I put it in. I think they have like a calculation, like he was eating his ass. And then I
No,
put
they
it in the
don't.
slot, and they're like, he ate his ass on that, so let's give him a little on this.
No.
No?
I don't believe that.
I believe that. You don't believe that?
No.
You see?
No, they don't. They actually, each machine has to pay out 60%. That's what they say, and they're triggered to go off at certain times. So
It was right by the entrance.
Right. So you walked in at the right time at the right place, and you stuck in your stupid voucher of $50, whatever it was left.
I thought I was on an episode of Impractical Jokers or something because I never think anyone wins this stuff.
Were you like, what was it, a penny machine?
It's like a 25-cent thing.
Okay, and you played Max?
I don't know what I did. I just put the voucher in and I just hit it, and then it's like that thing when it spins. It's like, oh, you won 10 more free games, and it keeps spinning. 15 more free games, and it just kept spinning. And like I was like, I don't know, is this a joke?
I couldn't get that lucky.
I don't know what was going on. I've never gotten that lucky. So this weekend I'm at Mohegan Sun, and I'm dreaming about gambling, dude. I've been having dreams.
Are you serious?
I've been having dreams.
You
about
might be
playing roulette.
lucky, or you might lose that 2,500. Do you have a max that you stop at?
I don't. My friends have all those rules they set for themselves. Do you do that? You do the rules. You're like, I'll break.
No, I don't have any rules.
There
are
are
no rules.
like, once I make
I break
100, I'm
rules.
out.
There are rules. I won't prostitute for extra money, gambling money. But that's the only rule.
Well, I like roulette, even though I ate my ass. I kind of like it. They say that's a sucker's game.
Is that a Korean thing?
I think.
Eating ass?
I actually don't eat ass.
You play baccarat?
I think that's disgusting, eating ass.
Okay.
Anyways, you brought it up.
I'm Greek. There's nothing wrong with eating a good ass. Now, I don't eat ass, but but my ass can be eaten.
Oh,
Anyway, so
it's so gross.
but I never see you with a girlfriend, so of course you don't eat ass because you don't probably ever had
No,
the
people always say
opportunity
that.
to eat an ass.
People will say that, like especially at the clubs, to be like, they think I'm like gay or something.
Are you?
They're like, yeah, I never see you with a girl. I'm like, yeah, because I'm at work. Why would I?
Okay.
What?
But what?
Why would I
never-
bring a girl?
A lot of guys, a lot of comedians.
Yeah,
their
they do it to
girlfriend-
show off.
Okay, but hold on
It's
a
a
second.
power move.
Doesn't the girlfriend want to see your stand-up?
Yeah.
Ever?
No, sometimes I bring them, but when I do, it's always a mistake.
Okay, but the Koreans have, not the Koreans, but the Asians have created that fake love doll. Is that what you're considering your girlfriend?
No.
She's like
I,
a robot. You know what I'm talking about? She looks lifelike. She's beautiful. She feels like a real person.
No, women, they're very flaky these days.
Now, you don't like Asian women because I tried to hook you up at the fucking strip the other night. I had these two gorgeous, I don't know what they were. Were they Korean? Were they Chinese? They were beautiful girls.
I don't remember.
And then I go, Andre Kim's coming out. Were you up on stage that night?
I don't, probably not.
Anyway, they are waiting and waiting and waiting. And you like totally, then you come in and I'm like, hey, look at the two girls. And you were like, yeah.
I was like, yeah, whatever.
And then you walked away.
No, I don't like Asian chicks.
Why?
He likes Puerto Ricans.
I like anything else but Asian. A lot of them look like my sister, and a lot of them.
Seriously.
No, they do, but the ones that don't look like my sister, even then, they're just too innocent for me. They're like,
Right, so you don't want to be a nasty prick to someone that reminds you of your
No,
mom and your sister.
I need someone a little gritty. You know, someone that's
big
got
ass.
balls. Someone like Carrie's personality. If it was on like a 24-year-old.
Fuck off. So, like, I'm not good enough for you, you fucking prick?
Well, you're married.
Wow, I was just slammed
I don't know. It's too hard for me to.
Slammed.
by Bruce Lee's kid. Do you know any martial arts? I'm
I
going to
did
go
martial
all
arts.
racist here.
I did martial arts for like 8 years.
Okay, so here's what I want to know. Your parents, what do they do?
For work,
Yeah.
my mom owns a nail salon.
Okay, so now we're rich. The family's rich.
No, not really.
Okay, well, they make a lot of money.
Business
they bust their
business
balls.
has been pretty rough lately.
Okay, they bust their ass 24 hours a day to
Yeah.
put you and your sister through college so they don't
I
have
never went to college.
So you disappointed them. You disappointed the family.
What they want you
And
to
then
be.
so you become a comic who, now at this point, they're like, they don't even know what that is.
Yeah, no, they don't. They really. I showed my mom. My mom thinks it's just like a back of the restaurant thing, comedy. I showed her a picture of Maniscalco, like at the Garden. I was like, "This is a comedian." She's like, "What? That many people for comedy?"
Right.
She could not believe that. She was
Right.
Like,
She's
"I
like,
can't
well, when are
believe-"
you going to get on that?
Oh yeah. Even I don't know. It's
Do you tell her like you make $50 a set?
If you're lucky.
Sometimes 25, and that you're really moving up that fucking ladder. You're a disappointment. Let's be honest. Now, do you go to the nail salon? Do people want you to do their nails?
I go there just to say hi to my mom if I'm in Connecticut, and I'll surprise her with some flowers or something.
Oh, that's sweet. Do you get the pedicures done?
No, I've never done that.
You've never used any of
I
your
give a
mother's-
great massage. I think Carrie's upper shoulder can attest
Yeah,
to that.
he gives a great massage where if you want to die of pain, your fingers are
Oh
so
my
strong.
God.
God.
She's like, you're so strong. I like it. And now she's like, you know what?
You know how much you could be making? You know how much I pay for 1 hour? $40. You could be making 40 times 10 hours, 400 a day.
Yeah,
At your mother's place.
I could. It's hot in here.
But
And-
then he has to pay.
and-
Then he has to deal with his.
And an extra, $50 a person for the happy ending.
Yeah. I like my Wu-Tang Clan shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's nice.
Glad
Ladies
you got
love it.
dressed up for my show. Greg's on watching. How are you, Greg? Patty Rossborough, the other tired twat, is in traffic. I just want to let everybody know she's coming, but she's in traffic. And then, once she gets here, the traffic, where's she going to park? Because
This
she
guy.
can never find a parking
Just
spot.
like Jay Leno.
That guy looks like a Walking Dead. No, so the whole thing is where's she going to park, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we're
Is that
here
a woman or a man?
with Andre, Kim, and Mario Bosco. Mario, my little favorite elf.
Yeah.
So, hi, Craig Rada. Craig Rada I went to high school with. He's a
Oh,
li-
Nice.
Yeah. So, let me ask you, Mario. You were just interviewed on a...
Yeah,
what
I was so blessed. I got to do Daily Mail TV. It's hosted
did you
by...
say my fucking name?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you better have.
It's hosted by Jesse Palmer, and he's a quarterback from the New York Giants. Yay! And even though
Is
I'm
he
a
good
Cowboys
looking?
fan, he's a handsome. He was on The Bachelor.
Can we get a picture?
Why didn't you tell me? I would have came to the studio with you.
I didn't get to meet him yesterday.
You're married.
The quarterback from the Giants. I think my husband would understand. He's a Giants fan.
Hey Sam, I'm sorry. I gotta go. Jesse Palmer, he's a Giant.
All right,
and
go.
he's a
Come on,
Bachelor.
you little shit. What'd they ask you about me?
They asked me all
About
kinds
you.
of questions about my sexuality.
They want to know. Everybody wants to
Oh.
know. Are you a fucking guy or a girl?
I'm a guy, but they want to know about.
Do you
Mario,
get laid?
Mario's
You
got
know-
10 layers.
Mario doesn't like talking about that kind of stuff.
I don't.
He doesn't care for that.
And they
He wanted to
asked
know if
me-
you've been laid, right?
Yeah, they asked
See, you and Andre have a lot in common.
because he's never been laid.
Right.
I've been laid.
Really?
Yeah.
By who?
The dog or the cat?
Fuck like 9 girls in my life.
9? I don't know. I'm going to have to get
I'm
proof.
very picky, though.
I'm going to have to get proof.
Can I meet these 9 girls? Can I do the dipstick?
Ugh, I don't even know what that means. Mario's 9 years old talking dirty. So what'd they ask you, Mario?
They asked me,
Elizabeth goes, that's a man? That's a man, baby.
man, more than you could ever think of.
Yeah.
More than you could ever think of. He'll slap you
No.
around with his penis.
Woo! I don't know about penis. You know?
How big is it? Is it big? Mario, how big is your dick?
I don't know. I
Come
never
on, tell the
measured.
truth. Did you
Come
put a measure?
on.
You never put a ruler to it, or pull one of those measuring tapes out?
No.
It's like the Howard Stern show.
I
I
know.
gotta know. I want to know.
I got grilled just like this from Howard on
I
Howard
did this
Stern.
grilling to my husband before we actually got down and dirty.
Before you
How,
said,
how many inches?
I think a tight watch is
You
what
asked
it
him
is.
about the size?
I did.
First?
I did.
Really?
I had to
No,
see it
it's
for
not
no.
tight twat.
I didn't really ask him about the size.
I know you gave
I was
him
like,
a-
"Do you have a pension?" You know, at 40 years old, you don't even care about the size. You'll bang an Asian guy at that point, as long as the cash is there.
That's not fair.
Can I ask
Well,
you a
is it
question?
true that all
Do
Asian
Asians
guys?
have small dicks?
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
What?
Oh,
Asian
God.
guys are known to have small penises.
I've got a nice.
I didn't ask you what you have because you're Korean. But we're talking about the Chinese chinky,
I've never seen. I don't know. I've never seen one.
and it's all in good terms in comedy. I don't mean to be racist.
No, I've never seen. One. I've never seen. A
Mario,
Chinese
people
dick.
think you're Asian, right?
Asian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look a little Chinese.
I went to an audition today. Lady goes, "Can you give me a little bit of that Brooklyn Italian attitude?" I go, "What the fuck you looking at, huh, bitch?"
You're like that little chihuahua when it gets mad and you go to pet it and it bites your hand. He looks cute, and then you're like, ugh,
One
Yeah.
of your
nasty
One
little
of your
thing.
tight twats is watching.
Oh, Patty!
No,
Where
that's-
the hell
no,
is
There
she?
is
that's-
our tight
no,
twat.
Oh, my God.
That's me.
Is she here?
Oh,
That's
that's
me.
you.
Patty's here.
I'm sharing from. I'm
Okay.
sharing from.
Open the door.
Oh, I got
Oh,
you.
she
You
here?
sti-
She's behind the
she's
door.
banging the door. All right, Mario, you're going to have to sit over there. But we do have a
Yeah, we got a live mic
Patty
for you.
Rossborough, ladies and
Hi,
gentlemen,
how you
Andre
doing?
Kim.
How you doing?
Mario Bosco is going to sit over there.
How are you doing? Where are you sitting in this?
He's going to sit over there. Patty just showed up.
Where are my glasses? Yeah, because there were 2 fucking cocksucking accidents. You want to
Two fuck. No, here, this one. This
Oh,
one.
that one.
That one's yours.
There was one on the FDR, and then there was another one over the 3rd Avenue.
I don't know, but my allergies. I don't know if anybody else.
Oh, my allergies are
serious
killing me.
allergies. I wanted to rip my eyes out last week.
I can't.
My
Can
nose
I have
is
my purse
itchy.
from over there? Welcome to Two Tired Twats. Comedy
Mario,
podcast.
somebody said they will pay $20 if you pull it out and show it to me.
No.
That's wrong.
I don't know if $20 is enough for Mario to show me.
Yeah, I'm a degenerate gambler. You need to throw some zeros in there.
Exactly. It's
You're
already
good.
it's already
You're
I'm
shared.
good?
You're shared. And
Oh my God, you're like very.
Patty
Very
is here. You know what? You know, one tired twat without the other doesn't work.
I've done them without. I did 2 without you, and they weren't good.
It feels like you drive the car and I'm in the back throwing up or something. I'm in
That's
the back
not true,
banging or
Carrie. You
something.
are the co-pilot.
You're-
Definitely.
You're questioning.
How do I turn this on? Because I'm
you're,
retarded.
your questions are like an interrogation.
Jesus,
And
what do you got in that fucking bag?
I do have my questions in here. I hope the fuck I brought my questions. Otherwise, I have to
What
kill myself.
questions?
Questions.
I have questions for.
that his parents are very disappointed. No.
Okay, well that we knew.
But-
Andre Kim. Why are there so many goddamn Andre Kims? Like Andre's like an Italian, isn't it? French.
It's a French name.
So
Andre.
where do the Asians get Andre from? I don't understand it.
My dad liked the name Andrew, but he didn't like the W, so he chopped it off.
Wait, your father was against W's?
Andrew.
He's against the Jews. He doesn't
You
want
guys
the
can't
W.
pronounce the R's, right? Your family can't.
Yeah. they
But
didn't
there's
like,
another, there's an Andrew Kim who is a fashion designer. Do you know this guy?
Andre Kim. Yeah, I met
Andre
him.
Kim.
I met him
You met him
when I was in Korea. My dad organized a meeting
with this guy?
because we're all named Andre Kim, so we all got a picture together like 12 years ago before he died.
Andre Kim. Okay, if people
He used to
don't know,
design for Michael Jackson.
he what?
Michael Jackson wanted him to be his personal designer.
I have no idea.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. That guy is the weirdest looking. First of all, he had painted on hair. When you saw him, was
Yeah.
his hair painted on?
Painted on, and he had like the white jumpsuit.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like the freakiest, weirdest looking guy. I remember when I was looking up your name, I go, oh, God, I hope to God. I didn't see that it said fashion designer. I said, I hope to God this isn't the guy.
Oh, yeah.
I hope to God it was. He'd be more exciting than this fucking
Well,
guy.
well, here's the thing. That
Go
guy.
ahead, Andre Kim.
I was trying to make my own website like a year ago, and so AndreKim.com. Since he's dead now, it's for sale for $250,000. The domain name.
Oh.
And
But it's your name, so why do you have to buy it?
because it's still his website
bought it.
technically,
Oh.
and it's for sale for $250,000.
Well, does your dad have some cash?
No,
Oh, okay.
nobody's got cash.
So wait a minute. So what did I miss? Your father is mad and your mother's mad.
They're not mad.
Well,
Disappointed.
the father doesn't do nails, does he?
No. They're not
Well, no, because
disappointed.
they do both. Sometimes the husband and the wife own the salon. and
Usually,
they
a
got-
lot of times they do.
They do. They
I've
run it
never
together.
seen a
They
male,
do run it together.
Yeah.
I've never seen a male nail polish painter.
Let me tell
What?
you,
My guy, I only go to men.
I only go to men also. I go to Michael from Cozy Nail Salon because he holds my hand in a very romantic way.
Oh, that's why you are
Oh,
too
wow.
tired.
Oh, you're an adulterer.
See, because my husband does not like holding my hand. As a matter of fact, wherever we are and I try and slip my hand in there, he won't take my hand, or he kind of
I
like
can't blame him.
Yes.
So you pay a man to hold
I
your
pay
hand?
a man. I don't even give a shit what my nails look like. He holds my hand, and in my fantasy, he's an Asian doctor.
It's
I'm with
shocking.
I'm with
It's
Patty.
shocking.
I really enjoy holding hands.
You
I
do?
do.
I think the two of you should get together.
Yes,
maybe.
really.
Yeah.
except
I
that
know,
I'm
you
old
know,
enough to
holding
be your
hands.
grandmother.
It's a lost art
Yeah.
form. Some
Like
girls,
the
some girls get
Beatles,
weirded out by
I
it.
wanna hold your hand.
Mary,
I
you a
don't like
hand
it. You know, I don't mind holding hands for a little bit, but then if your hands are
Sweaty.
sweaty,
Oh, it gets to the
ah,
sweaty
God.
part always.
I don't mind a sweaty. I don't mind sweat.
Ew, God, no.
You know what my move is?
What?
Sometimes I do the holding hand thing on the first date, which is I learned. Is a
That's
mistake.
kind of romantic for a
Yeah.
first date.
You know, we're walking to Washington Square Park in the summer. I can't help but just try and hold hands. But like,
You're not a virgin.
no, I'm not. But
I don't
here's
know
the
why I
thing.
can't believe that.
Here's the thing, right?
Do you go
So-
down?
People hear
Wait,
him.
do Asians go
you hear-
down on women?
Can I finish my story?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Wait, Asians go down on women?
Yes.
I'm like, so we're in the park. She's like, do you go down on women?
It's a good question.
It is a good
Yeah.
Can I just say something about going down on women? Okay. So it's so fucking hot in here. So I was on Facebook, and there's this woman who, not Facebook, Twitter, which I hate going on, and she goes, I can't believe it. There are guys who don't like blowjobs. And, of course, my immediate thought is, like, point me to them, because those are the kind of
Point
guys
me to 'em
we
is
should
right.
be married. But as a man, do you enjoy a blowjob? And I want to ask you that too, because there are men who don't like blowjobs.
If it's good, yeah.
Oh, if it's good?
But a lot of
How do you
girls,
know
a
if
lot of
it's
girls
good?
use like teeth.
Yeah, I know that's the
That
problem.
hurts.
What kind of girl?
I'd take even an average blowjob.
Well, that's what I've heard, that the bad ones, even the bad ones are good.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to do it. It's hard to fuck it up, but I mean, people can do it.
How do you fuck it up? There's only one way
you
of doing it.
drag. Well, like if you're hitting the back of the
Show us with this mic.
throat.
Wait, if it goes to
sounds
the
like this.
back of your...
Well, does that turn you on? Because it makes you feel like you have a big dick.
No, sometimes you kind of hit the back. That can be weird, but also like you sometimes hit the back of like their molars.
Well, thank God I don't
Part
have
of
to
their,
do
Oh,
part
my
of their
God,
teeth,
the
and it's
teeth.
not really their fault, but it doesn't.
Maybe
feel
they're
great.
taking it into... They're trying to be Linda Lovelace.
Yeah, there's
and
no
they-
need
they're
for
taking
that.
it
It's all
in
right
too
at the-
far.
Yeah, that's
it's all right at the
ridiculous.
tip anyway.
I think what Sam is trying to say is, if you have no teeth, that'd be great.
His name is Adam.
His name's Adam.
Sam
I thought you
is
called him
her
Sam.
husband.
I thought you were calling him Sam.
Sam is her
Oh,
husband.
I heard you say
Mama
Sam.
Luke.
Sorry, Adam.
What's a
All
mama
right,
Luke?
finish the
It's all good.
story.
So wait, go ahead. So a girl...
Oh,
I'm sorry,
so,
I
um,
interrupted.
Holding it.
I really like holding hands, probably more than sex. But here's
More
the
than
thing.
sex.
But
No, you don't.
but I do the thing. I'm like, this is my
You want to
move.
switch?
This is my move to hold a girl's hand. I'm just like, we're walking, say through Washington Square Park. It's the summer, nighttime. It's romantic, you know.
Yes.
like-
She's homeless.
It's like Manhattan with Woody. So I go. We'll be walking, and I'll be like, oh, what's that on your hand? And she'll lift her hand and be like, what? And I'll
Dirt.
slide my hand and be like,
Yeah.
there it is.
Oh, that's a move. That's a move.
It's a good move.
I don't know. Would you fall for that, Carrie? I don't know if that would work on
Uh,
Carrie. Carrie, want to know how much cash you have, and if you have a what's the thing that you always want?
A
The
pension.
pension.
You got a pension.
You got a pension.
You got a pension.
Some woman wrote, I would pay to hold a man's hand.
Okay.
All right.
Go
Well,
to
D-Train
what you
says
call
a
it?
horrible blowjob is a fantastic blowjob. That's good, D-Train.
That's what.
So
could
then
you
Mario
decide
won't
for
have
me?
a problem with you.
I met a black guy in Baltimore who said to me, I don't know why he was talking to me about sex, but anyway, he
A
was
black
a young
guy in Baltimore.
a black
never
guy from
heard about
Baltimore.
that.
And did I ever tell this? And there was this woman in the audience, and she was old. She was like, I don't know, 75, and she hadn't had sex in like 6 years. And I said, is there anyone here who will fuck this old lady? Because she hasn't had sex in whatever it was, 10 years or something. And the,
Oh, my
the black
God.
guy raised his hand. And his girlfriend's laughing and ha ha ha. And then after the show, he comes up to me and goes, to tell you the truth, if I weren't with my girlfriend, I would take her in the back and I'd fuck her. I go, why is that? He goes, because something my grandfather told me. The worst pussy is the best pussy. I go, what the hell does that mean?
What does that mean?
And he
Ooh,
goes,
I know what he means
no
by that.
matter how bad it is,
Yeah.
you're lucky to get it. And he goes, he goes, my grandfather told me you never turn it down. And the best pussy is that. But first of all, I
Okay,
love
no,
that.
I beg
Disagree.
To differ.
No,
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
disagree on
You
that
know what he
one.
mean? That his grandpa was a wise man. And
What-
do you
what
know
does
what
he
meant
mean?
by is because
No.
a lot of times the lowest stakes, like when you're just fucking just to fuck, and
Oh, I
there's no
see.
stakes. You're
No
not
feelings.
worried,
Nobody wants
no
to be in
feelings.
love.
Nobody wants to be in love.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can be really hot because there's just
Yeah.
no anything. It's just animalistic.
The smell of a wonton pussy.
Yeah, but back then, maybe back then,
I'm talking to Andre.
maybe back then, pussy was like scarce. It was not.
Right,
It was
maybe
scarce.
depression.
It was
Oh,
like the
yeah,
Great
maybe.
they
Depression.
didn't throw him his way, so
Yeah,
Sure.
it's like just be lucky.
yeah, I guess that could
You
be
know?
that could be true too.
Well,
Because-
plus when people were a little more old-fashioned, it was like, you had to really kind of work for it, or you had to like almost marry the
You
girl
had to
or
pretend
something.
you were in
So if
love
you
with
could
them
get
to get it.
casual
Yeah.
puss back then. That's perfect. That's like scarcity.
Yeah, that's
It's like the
like a
lottery.
turn on.
Has it ever been bad? It's good though.
No.
No
Well,
way.
we're
It's bad, it's
girls.
bad.
When it's bad for a girl,
I
when it's bad, it's
disagree. I
bad.
disagree. I think
Really?
it's
Listen,
like-
if a guy's going down on me and it's horrible, I'm gonna pull his head and go, okay, we're done. Get off.
That's what I
Give me
do.
a rug burn.
well, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about a horrible performance. I'm just talking about
A horrible person,
yeah.
Do you ever?
skanky.
Do you,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
so when,
Look
so
how comfortable he is. He's gonna fall asleep.
So-
in
I know. Look at him. He's leaning back.
no,
I'm not
this
sure how
just
to
means
take
I'm
it.
comfortable.
Far
This
from
means
you
I'm
as-
comfortable.
He's trying to
He's
get his
leaning
butt
back.
No, because there's
away.
air like right here.
And you don't like
It's
the air?
my face is getting cold.
Oh, I want the air.
So I'm
He's
trying to push
blocking
away
it
from
to
it.
death.
It's like on top
Big
of the AC
fucking
or something.
Asian
Yeah,
head
you're in a
is
good
blocking
spot.
See what I mean?
Yeah, you're right below it.
You're out of frame, my friend.
I'm out of frame.
No, he
Okay.
can-
That's why
No,
he's
I'm in-
leaning back. He doesn't want his
No,
mom
we
to
can,
see
we
him.
can see him still.
Wait, I have a
Okay.
question
His
for
mom
you.
doesn't
Yes,
know he's
Patty.
on this.
Is he sharing or no?
I am
Yes.
sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Did you ever do nails at the salon? Because a
No.
lot of the guys do the nails.
No, never.
Now,
You
is
never
that's a backup though? Like, so if comedy doesn't work out,
Well,
you're gonna, you'll hang around the salon for a couple of the weeks, and then you'll figure out how to do the nails.
The UV
Yeah.
gels. Let me tell you, it's hard to get someone who can do a UV gel. What do you call it?
Full set,
Manicure.
full set.
Manicure.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm
You don't know
sorry.
anything about it? Your parents didn't bring you around when you were little?
I didn't. I wasn't like UV gel. What is that?
But did they bring you? Did you
No,
like have
they had dreams for him, like to go to college and become a fucking doctor.
Did you go to college?
No,
Oh, you didn't go to
he
college.
disappointed them from day one. Let me ask you
I
something.
went to community college, but it was
Okay,
like a
this doesn't
semester
count.
or two.
That's close.
Look, your sister, what does she do?
She's about to graduate.
From?
Doesn't matter where.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
What is she graduating with a master's of what?
I think teaching or nursing.
She's going to be a teacher?
Nursing,
Something-
doctor. Oh,
something.
you know how to teaching, nursing. Oh, maybe a doctor.
I didn't
He
hear him say
doesn't want to
that.
give her
I
props.
can't hear him. I'm sitting
wanna
too
give
far
her
away from him. I
props.
can't hear.
She's
I
the
can't
star.
hear Andre.
She's the star. Where's your headphones?
She's the star.
I can't wear headphones.
Why not?
I get migraines.
She gets
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. It squeezes my head together too hard.
Oh,
So
Uh,
you could unloose it.
Mario, I'm so glad you're here.
Isn't
How
it
are you,
cute?
sweetie?
Glad you're here.
You're the cutest.
he's like
I
the
got to
Pillsbury
be your,
the little Pillsbury chip. What's that? Not Pillsbury.
You want to
Those Keebler.
The Keebler elf.
Keebler elves.
I don't know if Mario likes being called a Keebler elf, though.
I got called worse than that yesterday.
What'd they call you?
I got to do Daily Mail TV.
What's that?
It's a TV show.
Something we weren't on.
It's
Carrie-
a talk show with Jesse Palmer.
Who's that?
He used to be a quarterback for the New York Giants.
And where's
You
this
never
show?
heard of the Daily Mail
No.
UK? Daily Mail UK to news.
UK? What is it in
You
Britain?
better
You have
gotta
to
watch
fucking go to.
TV.
Started out there, and now they have a TV show. It's a talk show, and it's here in New York. It is next week. I
And
think.
how'd you get on? What'd you say?
My publicist got it for me.
Oh yeah, that you pay all that money to.
Yes.
And was it fun?
Pays off, huh?
I guess it does pay off.
Daily Mail.
But then again, I never heard of it. Like they'd be putting you on a show that I've at least heard of.
Baby steps, Patty. Baby
Yeah, that's
steps.
true.
Baby steps.
Carrie, why can't you and I get on TV?
We're working on
Oh
it.
my God! You know what I read today? Who's the guy that I don't like that you like?
Everybody. Jesus, that's
Who's
easy.
the one? What's his name?
J.J. Ramirez.
No,
I'm just-
that's close. No, I actually like him now. He's handsome but mean.
Handsome.
You know who I mean?
Oh.
He used to be
Joe
more
Pesci?
handsome. No,
Talking about Jeselnik?
no.
He's a comic?
Yeah, he was back in the day. You opened for him just recently in Long Island. He was sort of handsome back in the day.
Oh,
Benny?
no, DePaulo.
Yeah, Nick
Well,
DiPaolo.
he's still handsome.
You know,
Oh, come on, Patty. He's a good-looking guy.
yeah, he's okay.
He's gonna
Because,
be
you know, he's almost 60.
Well, yeah, okay. So
And
Is he?
I guess so.
I
I thought he was like
so.
50. I thought he was like 50.
No,
Go
he's definitely older than
Google it.
I think he's like 65 or something. But
you
anyway,
fucking bitch.
so he has
He's still good looking.
he has a record out or whatever you call
A special.
record,
A
Patty?
special,
special.
Patty.
But
in
he said,
1972.
but here's what it says. It says, sign up to listen to my special. You got to be a member of his podcast, whatever the hell it is. But it says, couldn't get on Netflix because too edgy. Couldn't get on Showtime or HBO because too honest. And, that's really just saying they passed on you. You know what I mean? Like, why would you put all the things in the ad that you didn't get on? Because, you know what I mean? He's trying to act like it's the edgiest thing ever so no one would take it.
But he is very funny.
But isn't it just like people passed on you? Let's be honest.
Maybe.
He's 57 years old, by the way.
57.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
know,
mean,
he was
he's
older
almost
than
60.
that.
But he's
think
very funny dude. Very
He's
funny
hilarious.
Okay, he's funny. He was an
Very
asshole
funny.
to me, and I always remember.
Okay, well, you
How
gotta
is-
let
how-
it go.
Can't.
How? Okay, let's get this. How was he an asshole? What happened?
He was trying to. He was bad mouthing me after I had gone on stage.
All right, everybody did.
What was he saying?
And
I've never done that to a comic, but yeah.
Patty Rossborough, you like Patty Rossborough? Oh, you don't like me because they started booing him for something. Because he was being mean to a lady in the front row. He's calling her. He said, "Congratulations on your baby," and she goes, "I'm not pregnant."
Wow.
And he goes, "Well, you look pregnant, so maybe you should lose some weight. Is that your husband?" Whatever. He said stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's why he's not on
That
HBO.
deserves a
But
beating.
that's
So-
hilarious.
So they're booing him.
That's hilarious.
So they're booing him. So he's trying to throw me under the bus because
How many years ago
I
was
had a
this?
good set. And he's like, "Oh, I see you like Patty Rossborough's man-hating shit and not what I do." And then I go like this from the back. I'm watching him like this fucking. I go, boo, and I get 1,000 people.
Which club is this?
To fucking boo him. It was at a cop
But
show.
did he know that you were booing
No,
him?
I don't think he knew. He didn't know I stuck
You
around.
started the boo?
Yeah, I started the boo.
You are hilarious.
And after that, I fucking walked out. I
That's why
started
he's
the
not on
boo.
Netflix.
High
Don't
five.
cross Patty Rossborough. And he called down before the show and said, "Tell Patty Rossborough to do 20 instead of 30."
All right. Well, you're a very hard act to
He
follow.
could have
Well,
asked me
well,
nicely,
Patty,
and I
you're
would
a
have
hard-
said yes.
Patty.
That's a compliment.
Patty, how many years ago was this?
70.
It's 7 years ago.
No, it was
7
more
years
than
ago.
7?
years ago.
No, because my kids were probably in middle school. 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, you're Molly's mom.
Yeah,
I
you know
have
Molly?
to say,
Yeah, she's
Oh,
great.
she's
really,
great, right?
She's fucking funny, yeah.
D-Train
Thank
said
you.
he saw his new video was very funny. I know.
I'm sure he'll
Apollo
be-
is funny.
I'm not saying he's not funny. He's just a dick,
everything
though.
he's a dick, but that's his character on stage.
But
too.
I think in real life he's a dick.
Oh, I know. I like
I
him.
don't know, I've
He
never
likes
met him.
me.
He likes you?
That one incident. You're holding on to that one
Yeah,
incident.
what's with the grudges?
Well,
Patty?
that's the only time I fucking worked with
Okay,
him.
let it go.
All right.
Even Jesus let it go when they nailed him to the cross.
But he died. He didn't
Well,
necessarily
he
let it
did.
go.
He said, "I forgive you" to the guy who fucking. He said, "I forgive
he
you."
said, "Forgive him, Father. They don't know what they have done."
So he forgave him.
Wow, we've got a biblical scholar in the room. Holy
Wow.
shit. Mario.
Little Mario was there.
I was there.
He was the mouse.
Wait a minute. So wait, do I have questions? Hold on, let me see what I had to ask you.
Oh, wow, she has questions.
I don't know if I do have questions.
Danielle Broussard is on.
Did you talk about? I want to know about the Vinny Brand story. Carrie told me of a story about what's the thing where you stole money?
Yeah, he stole
You didn't
money.
steal
I
money.
didn't steal money.
No, what was the thing where you
Oh,
thought
God.
you
I don't
stole
know if-
money?
I don't know. If
Well,
Vinny
what
wants this out
happened
there.
was.
Go ahead, Carrie.
So here's what happened.
Okay, he'll tell the real story.
So
And then I'll embellish.
I don't know if he wants this out there though.
Why
It's
wouldn't
really
he?
bad.
What?
I said, "Are you working?"
He's up Schitt's Creek now because of Peter.
Not Peter. What's that guy's
Pete.
name? Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. He
Did
apologized.
you think that he
well-
did that on purpose, just to get its name in the
I
paper?
think Vinny's a funny guy, and I think he was trying to be funny.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny.
And I think the other guy took it too serious.
Yeah, I think that is what
So
happened.
that's what happened. I
So
think.
here's
Okay,
what happened
what's
with
the
me.
story?
This is the day after Christmas, last Christmas.
You worked the day after Christmas? Oh,
yeah,
my God.
it was.
Well, do you
Artie,
celebrate
Artie
Christmas or Buddha
yeah,
or something?
I do celebrate. So
Buddha.
So
Stop it. Well, you were born in America, yes?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Were your
How do we-
parents born in America or no?
No.
How
Okay.
do we go from the day after Christmas with your parents?
Because we interrupt. That's our show.
So I have such bad ADD. So the day after Christmas, Artie does a show. It's packed up, whatever. And after the show, he right off stage as he gets off, he beelines it to his car. and drives back to whatever.
You're his opening act, is that it?
Yeah,
Yes.
I opened for a good amount. And
Very nice.
And after the show, everyone's running because there's a meet and greet.
But
You know,
he's
everyone-
gone.
Yeah, but he's gone. Everyone's like, "Oh, did you see Artie? Did you see Artie? Did you see Artie?" And I'm like, "All right." And then Artie calls me from like a blocked number. He's like, "Hey, sorry I left. Just had to get out of there, you know." And,
Fuck the meet and
I
greet.
love that there's a meet and greet that he doesn't show up at.
and he's
yeah,
like,
people
"Hey."
paid extra.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, listen, do me a favor. Ask, it's crazy. 30 years in this fucking business. I can't get a little cash." And so
It's
ask
actually a pretty
Vinny.
good impression.
It's a very good.
Very good.
Ask Vinny if he can give me $1,000 in cash. Give it, and meet me in the city, and we'll figure it out.
Wait, you got to meet him now with the money?
Yeah. So again, I was just like, I don't know, and so I tell them this, and Vinny takes this as I'm trying to steal $1,000 from Artie Lang, and he's like in my office, and he's like yelling at me.
Wait a minute,
And all this
because
stuff.
Artie didn't call him?
Yeah. So now he's like he's flipping the fuck out on me in his office.
What did he say?
I don't want to say, but
Say it.
Why not say it?
No,
Who gives a-
No, he cursed him out. He said, "What the
he cursed,
fuck?"
yeah, he cursed. I mean, imagine everything you could say to a
You
young
put
comic.
you spilled the beans already. So now
Anyway, so
finish.
now you leave
So
crying.
yeah, so I'm like walking outside
Thinking
crying.
he'll never work
He's
there
such
again.
a soft-spoken kid, you know.
I know, you're so nice.
Yeah.
What the-
Non-confrontational.
Exactly.
And the whole time I'm just like,
Does he know your mother owns a nail salon and you don't need $1,000?
well, that's the thing.
All right.
I'm trying to make it. What am I gonna do with it? So I can just get exiled from every club? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Why
it's
would
so
I-
crazy.
Well, not every club, but just
But, like,
one
you
in New
know,
Brunswick.
But the word would get around. The word would get around if I was trying to do that. Like, yo, this kid's a scum. You know what I mean?
True.
So and then so I'm like crying outside and and then I'm like calling Artie. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to steal $1,000 from you. And Artie's like, what are you talking about? I told you to go. But I was so mad because my parents, immigrant Asian parents, they yelled at me a lot as a kid. So it was a
It's
flashback.
like all back again, yeah.
So I froze and I was crying profusely and thanks, Patty. Jesus Christ.
But couldn't you get Artie to like call and?
But he had
Yeah.
a blocked number, though.
Yeah, he had
Oh.
well, I had his original number, but he doesn't
All he
save
changes
numbers.
his
and,
numbers like he changes his underwears. Wait,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
He
doesn't
doesn't
change his
change his underwears.
Don't badmouth Artie.
I love
So-
Artie.
Because if it wasn't for Artie, I would have
Artie.
never met you.
That's right.
Go.
High five
So-
there, sister.
So
You
yeah,
left.
so a couple months go by, and this whole time he's under the impression that I was
That
trying
you're
to steal
thief.
$1,000,
Yes.
and he calls Reverend Bob Levy about a couple weeks ago.
The guy who used to eat blue cheese out of women's assholes.
Yep, and
Wow.
Wow.
You know that?
I didn't know
Vinny
that.
Brand?
No. Vinny Brand. Let's start that rumor. Vinny Brand used to eat blue cheese out of women's assholes.
Go ahead.
No, Reverend Bob Levy.
So he called Bob Levy trying to get the scoop because some news came about Artie. He's trying to get some scoop on Artie, and I guess he was trying to like talk shit about me, like, hey, this kid Andre, he was trying to steal money. And Bob was like, whoa, dude, he's like the nicest guy ever. You got it all wrong. Artie does that to me too, with like, the Treehouse gigs or other gigs. Like
Yeah.
he'll tell me to ask the booker for $1,000 in cash, and Vinny was like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah, I mean, you're yelling at him. Artie's yelling at him. He doesn't know what to do. He's a young comic. He doesn't know. And Vinny, I guess he felt terrible, and he called me and texted me a bunch of times. And
What'd I tell
I
you?
waited.
What'd I tell you?
She said, dude. So when the Pete Davidson thing happened, I texted him because I did feel bad for him. You know what I mean? I'm not the type. I'm not like.
You're not like
I'm
Patty
not
holding
like
a
Patty.
grudge.
I
I
don't
hold a grudge
grudges.
forever.
I really don't care. So.
Till I get cancer in my stomach and fold over and fucking die. That is how angry and how much I will hate you for the rest of my life. If you cross me, I never forgive you. I'm Irish through and through. Okay, go ahead.
So so I texted him, and he texted me the next day. He's like, it means a lot to me for you to text me, especially in this time of need. You know what I mean? So and then he called me the next day, and we talked on the phone for like an hour.
An hour.
It was like 45 to, and we're it was crazy, man. It was just at one point he was telling me some old like boring story about the New Brunswick club. I was just tuning out. He's like, yeah, the blender, but this happened. And at one point I just got so bored. I was like, hey, Vinny, hold on one second. Shit. Pete Davidson is calling me. Can you hold on 1 second?
And then he left.
And he laughed, and he's like, well played. And
Can I get off the phone?
so now he's very apologetic. And
Yeah, but
He's always been nice to me, so I don't have an issue.
He's always been nice to
Yeah,
you?
he's always been nice to me. He's never had because I guess I had that tough
he
exterior.
never canceled you a week before your show. You're supposed
no.
But what I wanted to tell him,
He
too,
did
was
that to
like,
me.
listen, these past 4 months, I know you've probably been telling people about this. So that's slander, right? And the only thing I don't really care about the dates that he's giving me. If you could just tell people that this is not true now.
All right. Well, thanks to our podcast, which has thousands of listeners.
Yeah.
Right, Carrie?
Well, I said to
18,
you,
16 today. We just lost.
But I mean, I like Vinny a lot. Even before that happened, he hooked me up with a lot of cool gigs, and I just think it was a and he knows that. And
Well, why would he jump to that conclusion? And also, I don't
Well-
understand. Okay, here's the only part of the story I'm not getting. You wouldn't just go, here's the phone. Call him. Call
well,
him
I
if
did, and he's like, I don't care. He's like, I don't care. I'm not looking
see,
at your phone.
men go through menopause.
Is that-
Bottom fucking line. He spazzed out. I've done it thousands of times in my restaurant. When I had my restaurant, I was going through hardcore menopause where I could have killed somebody.
Yes.
So he, at that moment, got twisted in his brain,
Yes.
found him, and he's like, so he just kept nailing him. So he must have been his wife pissed him off or
Yeah,
his kids
yeah.
pissed him off. Something happened that week.
Well-
You got the brunt of it.
Yeah.
That
Well,
really.
here's the thing too. He said he assumed that because back in the day, the Howard Stern days, there was a lot of like leeches that would try to steal from him. Like his openers would try to steal from him.
Oh, interesting.
So
I
it
bet
was-
it
it was
probably is
just-
true.
No, that absolutely is true. So he thought it was me.
So
now
you
trying
were
to do
being a
that.
leech. Did you tell him
Yeah.
about the salon?
No, and I just told Vinny, I was like, look, I think you think I'm like running up to these guys in the bathroom at the Strip asking to be on the show.
How'd you get on his show?
He asked me to do it.
Where'd he see you?
He just. I,
But
I
he
just,
opened.
I,
He's
I
very.
worked, I worked
Carrie
with
said
him,
you're very funny.
I worked with him at Treehouse with Brad and Bob, so that the relationship started there.
See, once you see him perform, like, okay, so I met you at McGuire's in Bohemia, and
That was the Artie show. It was supposed to be the Artie show.
it was the Artie show.
Oh, and Artie didn't
didn't
show
up. So I ended up coming in to cover for Artie,
Right.
and I did a great job.
I know you. I know
No.
you did. But were
Anyway.
people like mad? Would they
Well,
get
yeah,
mad?
they do get mad, but they're used to it because it's always happens. So anyway, he's sitting in the green room like this on a chair. So I'm like, oh, who's this Asian kid? Whatever. So I don't take him seriously at all. I'm not taking anybody in that green room seriously, right?
Why is that?
I just not because I'm in the middle. I got to wait 85 fucking comics
Right.
before I can get to go on
Yes.
and get it over with, get my money and leave.
Yes.
He goes up. I go, let me watch this kid. I like to watch new comedians. I just like to watch it, and I fell in love with him. He is fucking hilarious,
Fucking hilarious.
hilarious. So then I go to
Mario
James.
agrees.
I go, James, you got to put this kid on. James always fights me every time. No. I go, I'm telling you, this kid is really good. So he goes up and he talked to the crowd the first time, and I go, and he goes, I talks to the crowd, blah, blah, blah. So the next time I go, you got to watch him again. And I go to him, don't talk to the crowd.
Why don't talk to the crowd?
James hates crowd work.
Why? You talk to the crowd.
I never talk to the crowd.
You never talk to the crowd?
Never. Well, I tell them to shut the fuck up if I have to. That's about it.
She told
I
somebody.
talk to the crowd.
She told somebody, sit your fucking ass in that chair and don't open your mouth again.
Yeah, I don't really. That's it. It's not even funny. It's a threat, and it's a real threat. So
you know,
I'm not gonna put up with it.
there's people in the audience that want to participate. To think they're going to be.
They
at,
think
like,
they're part of the show.
They
That's
think
true.
they're at a dinner
Kevin
show where
Brennan called the girl a cunt. I mean, she wouldn't shut up. I was there that night.
She was
whatever.
asking for Artie, a no-show.
Yeah.
Artie.
Artie. And he was like, shut the, what do you want me to be, a heroin addict? I'm not. Sorry. He's not here. Fuck it. I mean, he just, so James is like, oh, there he goes. I got to pay for that check. I'm like, but the girl was bothering him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
whatever. He doesn't like it. So then he goes up on another show. I go, come down again. He comes down and he killed it. I mean, like, killed it. And James is like, all right. And then he gives you weekends all the time now, right? He
Yeah.
totally loves you.
I love governors, yeah.
Ah,
It's
it's
the
like
best.
the best audiences you're going to get.
The best.
The best. He's very handsome, don't you?
He
don't
really
you
is.
find?
He's a good looking
I've always
kid.
liked, and I'm not saying this in a racist way. I always love a
Here we
slanty
go.
eye.
This is.
I
oh,
love
wow.
a slanty eye.
Jesus
I
Christ.
have said this before. You know, I
Oh
was
my
just
God.
watching TV
Well, you
recently.
could get your eyes done like that.
No, you know, always men. I don't like a round-eyed man. When
Can't
I
trust
was,
them.
When I was young, You know who I was in love with? Okay, I'm 90 years old. Who's that cowboy? Wait a minute.
John Wayne?
Dale Evans and
Oh.
was Dale Evans the guy or the wife?
I don't know.
Oh,
Patty.
come on, you don't know who
Patty,
I'm
I
talking
wasn't born
about?
back then.
Anyway, I was a kid, and I had the worst crush on him because he had those
Is that
eyes
James? That's James.
that were like squinty.
We were just talking about it. What the fuck?
Come in.
No, he doesn't want to come in.
That's so
Did you know
weird.
he was
We
gonna
were
be
just
here?
talking about him.
What is that? A fruition? What is that called? When you-
James from
What the? Of all
Governors.
people.
I know
That
that's
was very
weird.
fucking
Fuck.
weird.
That is weird.
In my head, I was like, that guy looks just like James.
It's like that is James.
James from Governor. Let him in if he comes up the steps.
I don't know if he will. Is he coming around?
He
I don't know.
declined your offer.
He
Yeah,
I like-
I know. I don't think he,
He
wants
doesn't
to
want to be on camera.
Why? Yeah, he never
Oh,
wants to be
yeah,
in a
yeah,
picture
yeah,
or
yeah.
on
Right, he's
camera.
going towards the
Well,
door.
here's the thing. I always like James because he's like old school Italian, and I
It's
feel
like, have
I
a
feel
drink.
I feel like I was old school
First of all,
Italian
the
in the
man
past
is a
life.
Sicilian.
Really?
The
What
way
do
I
you-
carry myself, people have said it to me. They're like,
What do you mean? What's old school Italian about
I
you?
don't know, like you just proper and you just try to be a gentleman and
Yeah, he's always a gentleman.
try
he's
to
a good kid.
always tip people and
Isn't that Asian though? I mean, Asians are very, very. Oh, but maybe
Yeah.
they
No,
don't tip.
they're cheap. They don't tip.
Holy shit, Mario!
You
Is that
kidding me? You
true?
want? I think the Koreans are different and more pulled back because they think of their family and long term. If I'm not mistaken.
Are you Korean or you? What are you?
I'm Korean, yeah.
Korean.
We cleared that up. A
Okay,
half
I
hour ago.
missed the first 5 fucking
You
minutes.
on the
5?
FDR.
10? How long?
Half
you did-
hour you were
Half
gone.
hour.
What time did you start? You started earlier than
Right after-
6:30.
Yep.
Oh well, we just started earlier than 6:30 for it.
Yeah. The
Okay.
boss. The half a twat.
Mario.
But yeah, so
What are you do? She's inviting him in. Is he coming? Come
Come
on in,
on,
he's
James.
not
James.
coming. Come on.
He's not coming.
No, that's.
All right, he doesn't want to
All
come.
right, so go ahead.
But yeah.
so you
that-
have you can relate to the Italian.
Yeah, like I don't know. Whenever I listen to like Sebastian talk in interviews and stuff or his podcast, I'm like, this is like me. The way he, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just like being a gentleman and
He's always a good kid.
Yeah.
go to a party. You bring like a box of pastries.
Your
and-
mother,
Yeah, you
father.
always got to bring
You always
some
gotta
bread.
bring
That's very
something.
Italian.
That's how I was brought up. Sicilian people, you don't go to somebody's house 2 things, you don't 3 things. You don't go to somebody's house
Don't
empty
think,
handed.
don't think,
two
don't
things,
think.
three things, four things.
Wait a minute. You don't open nobody's refrigerator.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
I
And you
hate
don't
when
go-
people do that.
And you don't walk into somebody's bedroom. The bedroom is sacred. The refrigerator
That's what I
is
tell my
private.
husband.
And what's the
I'm
third
gonna
thing?
tell
What
James.
was the third thing?
First thing, most bring something to the table. Pastries, a bottle of wine.
Yeah, you always.
cookies.
That's what I do.
Something.
Don't
He
open
brings all the time to Governor Sfigadels.
frigidels,
A
pastry.
frigadelle?
A sfigadel.
A savigadel?
Sfigadel.
Schvigadel?
I don't know
That
how
sounds
you-
Jewish.
That's how Jimmy Kimmel's cousin says it. Mickey goes, Figadels, bring me the Figadels.
What's a
It's
schvigadel?
It's Fogliatelles.
Oh, it's an F?
an F, Fogliatelli.
Fogliatelli.
I thought it was a Schvigadel.
It's the same thing. It's phyllo dough, and it's
Phyllo.
it's layers, and it's made with some sort of, I don't know, like
Cheese?
Custard.
custard cheese thing, and it puffs out like
It's like a
fake-
clam.
It's like a clam.
A clam you
Oh, I've
want.
seen those.
A
I don't like
clam
those.
you want to
You
eat.
like cannolis?
I used to. I can't eat them anymore. But I used to
Ugh.
love them.
So,
Some. Oh yeah. So
you
keep
got
going.
people that open your refrigerator?
No, like in high school when your friends come over, they do that, and even then I'd be like, that. Why would
You know
do
what?
that?
My friend, my mother never liked this one friend of mine because she used to come in and she'd open, because she was doing it to be funny. She goes, "What's for dinner?" And she'd open up the thing and look it inside.
I don't like that.
And yeah, my mother hated that shit. It's like, don't
So,
fucking.
right now, if we opened your refrigerator up, what would we find in it?
Carton of milk and some eggs.
That's it.
That's
it.
it.
It's
Now
the
what?
saddest
Now,
of it.
Olga Namer, carrots and broccoli. That's it.
That's it.
That's all she eats. She eats so many carrots that she's actually turning
Turns.
orange.
I used to do that. The
Olga-
palms of your hands go orange if you
orange.
eat too
Her
many.
whole hand is orange.
Olga has the diet of like a really high class New York City rabbit.
Yes.
Well, she
You know
eats
what I
like a model. Like she wants to be
Yes.
skinny. It just makes
I don't
me
think
nervous.
it's skinny. I think it's that she
She can't eat because it's it's not
it's
kosher.
Not kosher.
So that's another
So-
whammy.
If the chicken, you also can't mix your instruments. So she'll have like a crudité platter at Governor's, and it's all vegetable because she can't have chicken because it has
Cheese, nothing.
nothing, no cheese, no cracks. Everything has to have a K or a U on it.
What's a K? What are you talking about?
K.
Kosher.
Kosher, you means it is, I don't know the stand for you, but you means it's beyond kosher. It's about for the Orthodox Jews.
Oh, you got to buy it at a special Jewish
yes,
store or
it's
something?
beyond that. You
You ain't
gotta
getting it at Governor's.
I get it. I see
So-
what you're saying. I have
All
a
right,
question.
so
What
go
did we
ahead.
find out about his love life? Do we know about your
He
love
said
life?
he's
Oh,
had
yeah.
7 girlfriends he's been with.
So
I
do
don't-
you want to
Thank
see
nine.
Yeah, let's see
do
your
you want to see
girlfriend.
these texts that girls give me?
Are they
Already?
girlfriends or are they just fans?
Girls
No,
that
no.
see you?
I posted this on Instagram last night. This is all the excuses. Listen, when women flake out last minute when you're supposed to hang out, they will come up with every excuse in the
But
goddamn
here's what I
book.
don't
Here,
understand.
listen, look at this one.
Okay.
Says, "Hey, OMG, don't get mad, but I'm dying. I got a cold and bronchitis. I think I thought I could fight it off, but I'm so tired, and I got to work tomorrow too." And
And a
dude,
blue-
she posted a video of her dancing at the
Blue
club
face.
that night.
Next.
Wait, and a
Get
blue
rid of her.
face. She had a blue face.
And the sick
What do you mean a
blue,
blue face?
like the sick
Like a
blue
blue-
emoji.
Oh,
Emoji.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
And then this
she's
next one.
a
Don't do
loser.
it
This
in front
girl,
of-
this
don't
Don't
girl,
do it in front of the camera.
this is a Connecticut girl.
Well,
She
you
What
got
is
to
it
face
then?
it the other
She
way.
goes-
if
she
you
goes-
No, I'll read it. I'll read
Okay.
it.
She goes, "Hi, what are we doing tonight?" I go, "Come to my show in Manchester, Hartford Funny Bone." And she goes, "I'm not feeling well enough to sorry."
But
You
listen,
asked me to hang out.
but listen, maybe girls don't think going to your show is a day.
So this was
I'll explain what you're doing
last
wrong.
weekend. Ready?
Go ahead.
We made plans to hang out. She goes, "Hey, are you here? I just texted my friend. I'm smoking outside." She goes, "Hey, I'm really." A minute later, she goes, "Hey, I'm really sorry, but I'm not feeling good. I have to work tomorrow, so I'm heading home. Can we hang soon?" I go, "I'm almost there. 2 minutes." She goes, "Okay, can you try to find a spot to park? I'll be outside." She ended up not having work the next day. We hung out till like 4 a.m. And I'm
Did
like,
you fuck her?
no.
Hey, here's the
Mario.
thing. Here's the thing.
Then why are you hanging
When
out
you-
before
when you're
AM?
Why is it always the illness? Why can't you just say, I don't
know.
feel like hanging out? Why do
Because
you
they
have to lie?
Girls,
They don't want to go to
know how
your
do that.
job.
Doctor, just to call them out on their bullshit. All right, what do you?
Okay, here's the problem with it. Here's why these girls.
I'll
are
be
doing
right
this.
over
I'll be
with
right
my
over.
stethoscope.
It's not a date. Like, here's what the problem with young people. There's no date. There's no, I'll pick you up, I'll take you to dinner, and we'll hang, and
Yeah, you'll
we'll
pay for
sing,
your
Well, you know
and
why
you'll
that
come
is?
watch my show.
You know why that is?
Why?
It's because when you say to a girl these days, especially my age, by the way, I don't.
How
really,
old are you?
24.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
really relate to my generation.
Okay.
I'm really like an old soul. I feel like.
Okay.
I think so.
I do everything. If it's a date, I open the door.
That's
I
nice.
think
I-
he is an old soul because I like hanging out with him.
Okay.
And you know what I do at dinner?
What?
In the middle of dinner, I'll go use the restroom and I'll pay for the dinner,
That's
so the bill
good.
never comes.
That is classy
That's
all
what
the
I
way.
do.
That's
That
classy,
we
right?
Carrie and I like that. And
See?
Mario?
I do not that it would matter even if it did come to the table because I'm not
Carrie-
paying it.
Carrie
I
bought
am
me
not
dessert.
paying it.
Oh,
But
not-
here- but
I
here's the
have
thing.
had them do that though with the money, where you're at the table, the check comes, they leave it sitting there, and I'm like, "Fuck this!" I go to the bathroom. It's like I just paid for my
Oh,
when
you
I was
do
a
the
single mother.
bathroom.
I paid for my babysitter, I paid for a cab over here, and I got kids, and this fucking guy with the job, and he, he can't pay for the goddamn check where I have a salad. So I go to the bathroom. I'm like, it better be not there when I get back, and it's still sitting there.
Wait,
I am going to wait him out. I'm not paying that fucking bill.
Didn't the guy say? Did he say? Could you pay half or something?
Oh yeah, he wanted half. That one
Oh,
guy.
that's so
Oh
tacky.
yeah, this one guy he
Tell him,
goes.
what are you, Wayne Newton?
He goes. He goes.
Wayne Newton.
He goes. How about half? And I go.
How
Half
about
of what?
nothing?
And I go. Oh, you want half of my $4 salad and my tea? And he just looks at me and I go, yeah, okay. And then I take a 20 and I throw it on the table. I go, keep the change. You may want to take a cab home. Wow. And then the in parentheses was motherfucker. But I didn't say that part.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have given him the 20 bucks.
wouldn't-
Oh, I wanted to shame him. Don't ever fucking ask a woman who's a single mother with children who paid for a babysitter and came
No,
to.
I would have given him. I
No,
would have
would
given
never
him.
given him the 20.
I would have given him $6.
I wouldn't even have given
Here.
him that. $4. Here, fuck
Hold on
you.
one second. My
Go ahead.
mom's on stage, so if we could just walk.
Wait,
Oh,
second.
that does look like your mom.
is there an Asian
So
woman
here's
on stage?
no, but here's the thing.
It's an Asian on stage.
Here's the thing. If you're a
And
lady,
we're talking about home.
And
What do you mean if we're ladies?
no, I'm saying if you're a woman and
Yes.
you're with me, it doesn't
Yes.
even have to be a date.
Okay.
You're not paying for anything.
Really?
Anything.
I want to hang out with you.
Anything.
You can't let her pay. What are you, a
That's what
fucking
I'm saying.
pussy?
But even if you're not, even if we're not romantic, I don't.
He's
I
saying
don't
even
care.
if you're friends,
even
he
if we're
pays.
just friends, you're not.
But how do you have money if you're a comic? That's the thing.
Well, I do a lot of radio stuff too, like voiceover stuff.
He does. He's
Oh
got a good
yeah,
voice.
you're good. Oh, let's hear your voices. You do. Don't you hate when I turn people into dancing monkeys? We're like, do this now, do that.
this.
What voices do you do? Aside from you did a very good Artie, and what was the other one?
I
Vinny
could do a
Brand?
Dan Natterman.
Oh, let's
yeah,
hear.
do the Dan Natterman. I love Dan
I gotta
Natterman.
get the mic out.
Okay.
Oh, I got
face.
the face. True. Make your lips
You know,
wet.
they say I can't do it with the headphones.
Okay, take that.
They say what's that video? He's like, marriage is a lot like a car. You see, yeah. You look at it and you're like, well, it's not easy. It's not easy. Now, where did he bad uncle you? Yes. I gotta like warm up to it.
That's
but
good. Give me
I could
another
do
one.
I could do a Greer.
Oh yeah, I don't know him that well.
Oh,
But
Can
I
you
do.
do Gilbert Godfrey?
No, do Greer.
do Greer.
I could
That's
just
a
do, I
hard
could do his laugh.
Go
How?
ahead.
That's
That's how we laugh. That's how we laugh.
That's actually
Harry.
that's actually good.
So I was in the park last night chasing this white guy. He's very laid back.
I love him.
But,
and you seem very laid back. Nothing gets you nervous?
no, I mean, if a club owner's yelling at my face for something I didn't do, that's when I'll get nervous.
Okay, I hope he apologized.
No,
in a
he
good
did. I
way.
mean, he feels terrible, and he's, he wants to hook me up with some weekends, which probably won't happen. But
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Really? No, he told me he was gonna. He canceled me, and he goes, "Yeah, I'll book you," and then never booked me.
His loss.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, let's be honest, folks.
guys, it's Vinny Brand. Welcome to the Stress Factory.
Yeah, he does have a weird.
Listen.
You know, I used to work with him on Artie's podcast. He used to come on. I don't know, maybe he had worked with him maybe 6 or 8 times. And he gives me his numbers like, yeah, if you ever do comedy, call me. We'll see what we could do. So I called him up because Artie was playing there that night.
Oh.
And I called him. I go, Vinny, Artie's coming. Can I come? Can I do a show? Now, Artie always says, if you don't want to play somewhere, you got to tell me and I'll put you on. And I'm like, let me reach out to Vinny. Then he could, and he's like, no, I can't too many people tonight. I said, but Artie likes me. Yeah, I know, we like you. Then I called him for something else, and he said, I'll call you right back. And I'm still waiting.
Exactly. You and me both, sister.
You know what bothers me is
Brother.
that club owners don't realize that without us, they're nothing.
That they don't understand.
Without what?
that.
Two tight twats?
Yeah,
Without
exactly.
comedians,
Have we
they're
looked at any
nothing.
of these messages? Should we be looking at these?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah,
People
it's-
People are
pounding.
writing.
Plato's in the house.
I love Play-Doh.
Play-Doh, the dough.
What is happening here? Palma wants to know. Why? What is happening? Oh,
What,
Donovan.
Palma, I love
says.
Palma Florentino. She has got more energy. I'm moving, right? She comes over. She goes, well, how much longer? Look, let's start in that room.
Wait, you got the new house?
Not yet. We're getting there.
Oh, my
but
God, I
she
got
comes
nervous.
over. She's like in an
Nervous.
uproar with the. Let's get the boxes. Like she does cocaine and she doesn't do anything.
But wait a minute, you're moving out of the house without a house to move into.
Exactly, Patty. Cause,
That's like quitting your
yeah.
job without having another job.
Yeah, I
lined up.
always did that.
Nah,
though.
I got balls.
Is that what it's called?
She's got balls, gay.
Bulge.
Balls.
Okay, this goes back to the beginning. A horrible blowjob is a fantastic blowjob. There, that guy goes with you, Adam. Donovan
Well, that's good because
Colbert.
I'm a horrible blowjob.
I'm
Should I ask him?
A blowjob is better than no job.
No, exactly. Sam will say that. He'll say, "I'll take the horrible blowjob."
I don't get why it's called blow because it's really suck, isn't it?
suck job.
Yeah.
Well, do you know that there are women who think that it's
Yeah,
Okay.
one of my friends
Really?
asked me how to give head, and I go, "Well, how do you do it?" And she blew into the banana, and I went, "Ooh, no wonder why you never get a second date."
Who's your friend, Palma?
No, not Palma. Palma knows I'm gonna give a good blowjob. Whoop whoop. Yep, exactly. So,
Did Patty forget to take her Prozac today? Am I being too much?
Oh, you
I
forgot
need
it?
to give who? Kevin a love punch in the face. Kevin Brennan,
Oh, your face isn't on, Mario. Oh, wait. What
That's
about
okay.
Kevin Brett? You know what I was thinking?
because he called me a fat cunt.
No.
You could beat Kevin up, I think.
I definitely could, but I'm just saying, Kevin calls me a fat cunt all the time. I'm okay with it, people.
She's a fat cunt.
Can I tell Patty what
Oh,
happened?
Lenny.
Yes,
we
go
were
ahead.
Here, we did Misery Loves Company.
Yes,
And
MLC.
I brought up
You egged him on.
and I brought up Carrie's name, and Carrie goes, and Kevin goes, yeah, something about the fat cunt.
I don't know if he ever said fat. I think he said
He
dumb.
definitely
I
said
think he
fat.
Said
definitely-
No,
fat. I don't
no,
remember
no.
saying cunt.
He
Adam-
definitely said dumb cunt.
Adam, you didn't defend her either. I'm just pointing that out.
I mean,
Adam was shell-shocked.
Adam
You know.
laughed, okay?
Yeah, no, I
That's
know
all
he
I'm
did.
saying.
Yeah.
Thanks,
it
Adam.
was funny. It
Adam-
Well,
was
but
funny.
Adam
He
doesn't
said
think.
fat because she said that she had to lose some weight.
Wait, for Adam doesn't find fat offensive.
Yeah, I don't find fat offensive.
Yeah, so why would he defend you? Exactly.
Yeah.
He finds it as like, whoa,
Listen, I know.
Yeah.
More
He said it.
cushion.
more to push
No,
on.
Yeah.
You
no.
know, he even said it. I love Carrie. Me and Carrie are very good.
He said crazy cunt, someone said. Who I can't see the name.
No, fucking Patty Rossborough and Carrie.
Exactly. And then Brian joined in.
Brian,
and
who
called-
can't
Oh, the
sing.
blind guy?
Called you fat also. And
How does
called
he
me-
know? He
Is
didn't
he
touch
really
me.
blind?
And
Yeah,
Is he
he's
really
really
blind?
blind.
Yeah, but he sees out the side. He's
Bless you.
sneaky. Like, looks, he's got peripheral vision.
That
He
is-
didn't touch me and go, oh, yeah, you're right, she's fat.
That's a great podcast, by the way.
What, their podcast?
It is.
It is great.
I like this podcast too, by the way. So I was wanting to say this up top, but you came in late.
Two fucking accidents on the way down.
I've probably listened to the Attell one like 5 times. I listened to the other ones.
Attell was great. He
Attell was
ragged on
great.
us for an hour. It was the best.
He was just sitting here with like his iced coffee, like.
I know.
So how much longer?
I know. That's what he
And
kept
he's
doing.
brilliant,
And
though.
then he
Everything. Yeah.
But I
gotta
kept,
get-
I kept
wanna
trying
try
to get the
him back.
secret. I tried to get the secret
Of
why
what?
you are so funny. What are you doing when you write? How are
He
you
reads a
the
lot.
funniest fucking guy around?
He reads
Well,
a lot.
Patty's trying to ask him about wives and girlfriends. I'm like,
He
really?
doesn't want to tell you anything.
He
about
does
that.
not want to tell you
That's
about
not
that.
happening.
Yeah, no. No, we loved him. We should try and get him again, but I don't think he'll do it again. Do you think, Carrie? Maybe you could talk him into
I'll
it.
try to talk him into it.
Yeah, Carrie.
Maybe
Carrie
with
loves
a
him.
blow job.
Yeah.
Adam likes to taste chubby because chubby can't run away.
Wow.
That
Wait,
was
who
Bri-
said that?
Wow.
Brian
Somebody said?
Plato said that.
I mean, I never thought of it that way, but that's a good point, Brian.
You're right. We tire easy.
Wow.
We just fall out.
Exactly.
We're done.
But he got in trouble with Gary Goldman, right? You knew that.
Kevin
right?
Brennan.
yeah,
Yeah.
He
Kevin.
got beat up.
No, he didn't
But
get
he
beat
did not
up.
get beat
See,
up.
This
He-
is what I don't understand.
He got scratched on his chest.
I heard
That
that,
doesn't mean
was.
beat
I
up.
heard that wasn't actually even from Gary. I heard that was from people trying to break it up or something.
All right,
Come on,
here's
is
the
that
thing.
true?
Yeah,
A
that's what I
guy
heard.
with the name Goldman is going to beat you up.
It's Goldman.
He does-
Goldman.
First of all,
Like the
he's
6'7".
Goldman.
Yeah, he is. He's
He's
gigantic.
muscular.
He's good looking.
He's
That
good,
right
yeah.
there is your
See,
strength.
I don't know
If
that
he-
he's good looking.
No, he's come on.
Patty.
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 Not to me.
Patty.
He's a good-looking guy. All right, he's not short and bald. Okay,
He doesn't have.
tall, good-looking guy.
He doesn't have squinty eyes.
But when you know that this guy's that good-looking, go for the face. He's gonna, what is?
You gotta
Kevin
jump.
See,
to
Kevin-
that.
Kevin didn't go for the anything.
Yeah,
Like,
he
didn't-
just stood
I don't
against
think
He
the
he
got
wall.
his ass kicked.
I'll tell you what, though.
He
Last
got his
week,
ass kicked. He's such a pussy. Even when that fucking guy attacked him in the fucking Riot Care studio.
Jimmy Martinez.
Jimmy
Right.
Martinez.
That was
I
great.
was the whole time. I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know this black guy. I don't know if he's got a
Oh wait,
gun."
you were there, right?
Carrie
We
stood
were
up
both
to him.
there.
Oh my
I
god.
stood up because I was like, "I'm gonna
You
jump
don't
on." I
remember?
gotta
No,
jump.
but he
I
kind of
gotta jump on his
he kind of
back.
he pushed your chair.
Yeah, he
though.
pushed
flung
the
my
chair.
I was
That
like,
was
"No, you know
you.
when I got scared? I was like when he said, "Shut the fuck up, bitch."
Yeah, he went.
Oh,
"Get the
yeah.
fuck you, bitch. And-
Fuck
Yeah,
you,
that was-
and he always
bitch.
was really nice. To
And
you.
I was like, "Whoa!" Now
No,
I
but
don't
in
know.
that, in that moment, Carrie, you can attest this. Like he fucking
Glazed
was
over.
scary.
switch flipped, and he was like a different person.
What happened
Oh,
was,
yeah.
Completely.
listen, when somebody
was
he
this?
glazed over.
Down at the
This is
Riot Kiss at the
Comedy
cellar.
Cellar.
His face just went from normal to not even. You can't even reason with a guy like that because his eyes glazed over, and I was like, "Oh my God, we're gonna die in here." If he's got a gun, he's just
Right.
gonna get because that rage puts you in a trance. So he went up to Kevin, and I stood up. I'm like, hey, calm down. He's like, shut the fuck. And I was like, calm down. And I stood behind him. I'm like, if he starts to choke him out, I'm gonna have to jump on his back.
I
and
can't
then
believe that you would fight
I
for
didn't know
Kevin.
what
Well,
I would
we-
do.
I
I
would
don't-
run out the door. I
don't
would be
think
so
that-
scared.
I don't think Carrie. either Carrie or I would have fought, but we would have jumped on his
Saved.
back and
Try
pull
to
him
save
off.
his life.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking throw a punch at him.
But if he elbows you while you're on the back of him, he could kill you. You know, I mean,
Nah, you're not gonna get killed. You're gonna get a black eye, a busted nose, but
look at Carrie acting like that's nothing.
well, the thing is, like Jimmy was always talking about, like no cops, like, he was a very paranoid.
yeah,
guy.
but not when you get
So-
crazy
no,
like
but when
that.
that happened, I'm like, Jimmy, you're on cam. There's 4 cameras on you, and it's live. Like this is going out live. Like don't fucking.
Who was the kid in the seat? The other kid that we had on
He was
the
already
show.
gone. It was just.
It's
the
the 3
four.
of us.
Uh,
The 4 of us.
The 4 of us. Yeah.
Fuck, that's right.
Tom had to leave.
Right, so we
remember?
had no other backup.
So
It was
it's
Oh,
well,
yeah.
like Tom would have fucking. What would
Wait,
Tom
who's
have-
Kevin-
Tom? Oh, Tom was that other guy
Tom Cassidy.
that was on the show. I
Yeah.
forgot about that guy.
he was like the size of a toothpick.
What happened to that guy?
But remember Kevin called Jason Steinberg? He's like, "Where,
Yeah, he
where,
called
where's Jimmy working?" no. Well, Jason Steinberg's like, "Well, he's got a lot of auditions." He's like, "No, working. Auditions not working.
He's out late. He's gambling.
He's late.
Oh my God.
He's gambling. He's getting high.
He wouldn't-
He's a star
and I'm
fucker."
like, I kept saying stop.
That's what they
Like,
call
stop.
me in L.A. A star fucker.
Are
Well,
you
that's
a
good to know.
starfucker?
Okay.
Listen to me. I kept saying to him, all right. Like I could see it building and building
But
and building.
Jimmy couldn't even believe it. He couldn't
What do
even
you mean
fucking
he couldn't
believe he was
believe
doing it because we're fucking around, and then he's like, "I know Jason." He's like, "I'm gonna call him," and he was like, "Don't fucking do
Yeah,
it.
don't you do it,
fucking
bro.
Jason's like, "Yo, you
Bruh.
play
He
too
was
much.
Like, Yo,
Don't
Bruh.
do it, Kev."
bro. And I just remember he was like, "I didn't know you was wild like that, Kev."
Yo, yeah.
I didn't
He,
know you
he
was
kept saying
wild
that.
Like that.
He's
Kev.
like, "Yo, you
Wild,
wildin'. Yo, you
wild
wildin'.
boy.
Yo,
Like,
you
He didn't
wildin'."
think he would fucking because who the fuck would do that?
And Kevin goes,
Kevin-
"Well, you're a liar." Remember that? He goes,
no,
"You're
I
a
was
liar."
there when I got flung across the room, thinking I'm gonna die on the Kevin Brennan show, and I'm not getting paid for this.
Here's the thing with Neil Brennan's brother. He
Don't ever call him that.
he
He's going to be very
He,
upset that you said that.
Neil Brennan's brother.
he's just got to stop picking on 6'8" tall.
Yeah,
Big
pick on
guy.
Mario.
He's gotta have
Mario can't
rivalries
fight
with
back.
Smaller guys.
That's not
yeah.
nice.
That isn't nice.
But I do like when Kevin attacked, like when he attacked Attell on that episode. He's like, "What do you do? What do you do all day? What?" He's like, "I said some," and he's like, "Oh, this joke, that joke."
Well,
Anyone have a midget bit?
That's the thing is he attacks everybody,
Is
but
Ozzy
just
here?
some
Everyone.
people fight back.
Take it wrong.
Yeah,
See,
some people
No,
fight
some
back.
people lose their mind.
That's
It's
the
great.
thing.
It's great radio, though. He's a
Of
fucking
course.
genius.
He
Great
knows
radio.
exactly what he's doing. That's what's so good about Carrie because he can say whatever he wants. She's not going to get fucking upset by it. She's just going to she's like, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. Okay, you're right. You know, nobody gets upset.
No,
What's wrong?
Carrie's
What are you telling
great.
Mary?
I'm telling him to go
Nothing.
get James so he doesn't leave.
All right. I'll be right back, folks.
All right, Mary.
Anyhow, how much time have we done?
We are at an hour 10.
What time did you start the show?
6:30.
About six, about right at 6:30.
Oh, you did at
yeah.
6:30? Oh, okay.
So Patty,
Yes, darling.
you live in like White Plains or something, right?
I don't say where I live because
Or like around there?
there are mental patients.
Yeah.
But yeah, I live upstate New York.
Right. How's Molly doing?
Molly's the best.
Why, you
can I
know,
tell her I had to
Would
follow
she
her
go
one
out
night?
with him? Because he's really cute.
No, I don't
very
date
handsome.
comics.
You don't date comics. And
No,
she's
that's a
dating
bad
already,
idea.
dating
I
comics.
know.
Wait, so you had to follow her or she?
One night at like what was it, Peekskill or something? But her dad was there with her.
Oh,
But she killed so hard, I was like sweating a little bit. I was
really?
Like, oh,
Oh, that's so good to hear.
shit. She murdered.
I think she's really funny. She could
She's
make
really
it,
funny.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's got great teeth. I always think
The
teeth
whole
are
thing.
important in making it
her
like.
whole personality up there. She's a mixture of you and him.
Do you
Yeah.
get her work? Because you could help her
No,
out a
she's
lot.
an asshole.
You know
don't
what?
get her
Carrie's
work?
the one who's always saying you should get her work. Well, in the beginning, I think she didn't want any help. She was like, "I don't want you helping me with my act. I don't want you writing anything
We've
for me."
seen what it's done for you.
Exactly. So, no, it was really funny because then Roger Paul got her a gig at a place.
Which laundromat was this?
No, it was actually it's a really good. It's one of my favorite
That's
rooms.
hilarious.
Rockwell's, and then they said,
You ever see his roster on his website?
No,
it's like
why,
the
what is it?
weirdest. Like
what does he have?
he's got like Gallagher.
He has Gallagher.
He's got
Not the real one, the
He's-
brother.
Gallagher too.
he's got like the puppet from Otto and George. Like he's got the weirdest roster.
You know, I can't I can't badmouth him because the guy uses me and he uses my daughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, then she said, oh, my mom's going to be here in a month. And they're like, oh, you want to open for her? And she's like, yeah. So then she did that. So I do. But see, all the places I work are a Friday and Saturday, and she can't come with, like, if I'm going to the fucking,
Poconos.
Yeah, Poconos.
How
She's
funny
not
would
gonna-
it be if you can't follow your own daughter?
Oh, are you kidding? I've already said that to my husband. I go, in like 2 years, it'll be over for me. And then
She's
she'll
really
be,
funny.
That's really.
Why are you giving yourself so much time?
A year. No, she's a way better writer. Like, if you go to her Twitter and stuff, she's like,
You know what I think it is with
clever
this
and
Twitter
funny.
and this Instagram
I don't have
nonsense?
Twitter.
I hate
I don't have
Twitter.
any. We were trying.
Yeah,
to
I was trying to find.
No,
I go to
because
Carrie.
people get in trouble on Twitter, and I'm like, all right, I see a trend here. I'm going to delete my Twitter.
Oh, you deleted it.
You know what I mean? Because I was like, everyone's getting on trouble here. I don't want to be like that 5 years from now. Like,
Right.
"You used
to.
That's true. They find something you say about something and then hold it against
Exactly.
you.
And it's always Twitter. Always.
Yeah, Facebook, nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
Twitter
No,
is
they
mean
got
as
kids.
fuck.
They have kids porn on Facebook. No one cares.
What do you mean they have kids porn?
They have a kids porn site. And I just.
What are you talking about?
I got that in the mail.
Mario,
Okay, that's
Mario
like-
does porn?
Carrie, that's crazy shit. That can't be
no,
true.
it's look here. I'll show you because I posted it on
Ew,
my
that
page.
is so
Wow.
disgusting.
Carrie gets these weird
Can I
news
tell you something?
articles and
Carrie will
deletes them.
send me the most random links
Yes,
on Facebook
that's what I get
Messenger.
too from Carrie.
It'll be like, no excuses, work hard, Monday motivation. And I'm like, what is this?
And then
It's
it'll be
Tuesday.
some
I
What the
believe-
fuck?
thing about
No, but
Obama.
I will
where
believe
she
any-
hates Obama.
I believe anything that's happening.
It'll be like a link of like, Barack Obama is a lizard.
Yeah, I believe anything that's said on Facebook.
Barack Obama was holding a book about Muslims. Okay.
She'll have like
maybe he read a book about Muslims, but also maybe the people from whatever fucking thing sent it out
Fake
put,
news
put
people.
a picture of a book that they don't want people to think that he's
No.
Carrie.
All right, let's not get into politics.
Yeah, please. It never works out with me and Carrie.
So,
Shit gets thrown.
you know what my favorite thing is? Me and
What?
my friends were talking about this.
Here
You ever-
it is.
Oh, God.
YouTube's videos of children and allows it. They said.
I don't know if I believe that.
Anyways,
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
you know what's
We're
funny
gonna
is
wrap
like,
it up soon.
Andre.
you ever see when a hacky black comic is on stage? When a hacky black comic is on stage and there's a white woman and she is so fucked.
Why?
Because they're always like, man, white women always drinking water. Look at that. White women always drinking water. Look at that. She's got a napkin. White women always using napkins. Oh, motherfucker. Yes, I'd like to speak to the supervisor. White women always doing that shit. I'm like, oh, my God.
True.
If
They
you're a
do.
white woman at a hacky black show, you're done.
If you're,
dead.
but also if you're a white woman at a Kevin Brennan show, you're also done. He's gonna give you shit also.
No.
Fat white woman at a DePaulo show.
That's true. He's gonna call you pregnant. I'm sure DePaulo didn't think she was pregnant. That was just his way of just being a doofus, right? Hey, did you hear? Speaking of pregnant, did you hear Amy Schumer had her baby?
She did what you have.
I think it was a boy. I can't remember. Wait, did I write it down? We got to get her on our show, Carrie.
Yeah, right. She's gonna show
Does
up.
anybody know Amy Schumer who's listening? Can you get her on our show?
I performed in front of her mother.
You did?
Yeah.
How do you know? Do you know that
'Cause she looks just like her mother.
she got engaged exactly? I was reading about her engagement exactly the same way I got engaged. She was sleeping. He came in and put the ring on her chest and said, "I got this for you." And then she went back. That's exactly how I got
That
engaged.
sounds very not romantic.
It was horror. It was like I was asleep, and he walks in. I go, "I told you not to wake me up because I've got a show tonight." And then he just puts the thing on my chest, and he goes, "So," he didn't say anything, and I'm like, "Oh." And then I opened it up, and then,
You were disappointed in the size.
well, I didn't like the size of it, but the other thing was we had gotten in a huge fight the night before, and I said, "I'm not sure if I can marry you." Because of the fight we
Well,
had the
here's
night
the-
before, which was him in traffic, and he was being an asshole in traffic. But then he's never been that way since.
Okay,
we-
so my husband proposed to me.
How?
I was sleeping, and he same thing. In
Really?
the morning, he came over,
Why do they do it when you're
and
sleeping?
he wakes me up, and I go, "Did you get the fucking ring?" And he had it in the bag. He goes, "Yeah,
So you told him.
yeah, I was pregnant."
Well, I told mine too. I said, if you don't marry me by Valentine's Day,
It's
this is
over,
done.
fuckhead.
And it was fucking Valentine's Day.
Could you-
so
could
he
you-
did the last minute ditch effort of engaging me or getting engaged or whatever you call it.
I don't know what you call it.
Are you going
You're
to get
gonna be more
married?
romantic. You're gonna have a in this in.
You know, I'm a
Central
very
Park
romantic guy, but you know, when I try to be romantic, it comes off as clingy to a lot of these girls, and it really
You know what?
pisses
I
me
think
off.
girls today are afraid of a guy being clingy. I don't understand.
That's
it.
why when you were saying like, why don't you go on dates? Because if you ask a girl out on a date, it comes off like really like clingy, like
Well, then girls are
you're
stupid
creepy.
today.
If you're like my friend says this, if you're not a girl's type,
Yeah.
everything you do is creepy.
You know what's gonna happen?
But if you're her type, you could do the creepiest thing, and she's like, "Oh my god, he's
Well,
so
that's true. As
sweet."
long as she's attracted to
Listen to me. Once you make money and you become famous in this business, you won't be creepy anymore.
Yeah.
Money
you. Yeah,
and
why?
fame
How is he
helps.
creepy? He's adorable.
I think he's adorable.
Well,
Absolutely.
even then, I mean, I just. Well, here's the thing.
Mario
I heard
Bob-
this. I heard the
Mario's
saying.
glasses.
I heard the saying, and it's so true. It's that when it comes to any relationship, whether it's employee, manager,
Yeah.
whatever, the person that cares less in any relationship is the one that's in control.
Yes.
But you know what? I totally disagree. I was listening to MLC with who's the black guy with the tooth through his ear? You know who I'm
Dante
talking
Nero.
Dante.
about. Dante, first of all, I like Dante. Okay, and he's funny. Dante gives advice. He's a personal whatever. You pay him money, $100 or whatever it is, and he tells you how to handle your woman. But all of his advice is don't-
Slap her
Yeah,
around.
don't like her too much. You got to act like you don't like her.
That's true.
But that's fucking. If a guy,
Games.
if a guy played games with me like that, I would have. I have no interest. I want a nice guy who acts like he likes me. That's what you want in life. So he's wrong, and also he's divorced. So why is a divorced person giving advice?
I also think, though, I think Dante's not giving advice to a guy that wants to be in a relationship.
To
I think
get laid.
He's talking about, like, how to be a player type.
Wait,
Yes, yes.
Thing.
James,
You know?
come in. You won't be on camera. Come on in.
You don't have to be on camera. Just
Wait,
say
where
hello.
Are you, are you not leaving? Are you? We're wrapping it
You
up.
want to sit down and talk? We'll talk about your club.
We
Governor's
we were
Comedy
talking
Club,
about
the
how
best
great
club ever.
the comedy clubs, the governors clubs are. Brokerage happens to be my favorite.
I love brokerage.
You killed it that
There,
night.
there's also McGuire's, the other third club.
Which
They
I
got-
will be at this weekend, by the way. Friday and Saturday, I'm opening up for who's there?
Who is there?
I'm opening up. For what's his name? Who's hilarious? The
What's
crazy
his-
guy with the white hair.
The white hair.
I don't know.
You guys know him.
Oh,
He's a-
Dez?
No, he's
Oh.
a skinny
Dez.
guy. He's got a twin brother.
Twin brother.
Jesus, why can't I remember?
With
his
white
name?
hair, do I know him?
He was on America's Got Talent, and he almost went to Downey. Right?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Down-
not white hair.
You couldn't remember Downey's name?
Kevin Downey
know.
Jr.
Kevin.
That's no
He has a
excuse.
twin
Yeah.
brother. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
What? You put me there, yeah. Kevin Downey Jr. is closing it out. This is going to be a hilarious show because he is so fucking funny.
He's
He's
hilarious.
an
He's got a
he's an
million
original.
one-liners. He should have won America's Got Talent, but
That's all
because he
fixed.
said I bought my girlfriend new perfume, it's chloroform. They said that's a rape joke, and they had him
Oh,
fired.
please. What's
Fucking
wrong
America,
with everyone?
man, America.
The sound was wrong. Get him. Go on the mic and say it so we. Oh, you can hear him. Okay.
The sound was wrong. You couldn't get no audience left, and that's why.
Ah, so it sounded like he didn't get any laughs.
So when you're watching at home and you do your votes,
It sounds like he's not getting any.
it's flatline.
Well, see, that's the way they fix it, though, because they do certain. Well, that's what they did to who's the other guy? Takes all
Joe
the medication.
Matarese.
Joe
Matarese.
Matarese, they did that too.
He's hilarious,
They had
and they
no
made him look like an
audience.
open micer.
They bring him back into a room with no audience, so it looks like he's in front of the big crowd with
But
everybody.
he's not.
And he's not. And he's in a room with no laughter, and then they do that tweet noise or whatever to make it
Crickets.
look like crickets.
Ah,
Okay.
God.
Like he's a loser.
Editing can really fuck
it's
you
so
over.
mean.
Yeah, that's why I can't do contests.
Yeah,
I
contests are
hate doing
bullshit,
contests.
But they do make you. Some people get far from a contest.
Well, that guy Samuel.
Oh, Elizabeth says she loves McGuire's. That was where she first saw Carrie and Mario and Andre.
Oh, she was there.
Yeah, I guess she's a fan from Artie.
Betapede?
Nice.
Betapede.
Small world.
Betapede. And if you ever want to know who James is, he's the guy in the most expensive suit.
He's always in the suit.
It's always the finest fabric.
You know what's funny? What did they say to you that night? Some girl comes up to him. She goes, "Are you the manager?" Yeah, in a $2,000 suit. He's like,
It always
"Yes."
has like a sheen, and then it's got the thing. What's the thing? The handkerchief and the The shoes are special.
You'll know who he is when you walk in.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
exactly. Anyway,
How long you had your rooms now?
Almost
15 years.
15.
God damn.
So who's at the Governor's this weekend? We'll plug it.
He doesn't know.
Governors, yes, of course I do.
Nick
Nick
DiPaolo.
DiPaolo!
Nick DiPaolo.
Nick DiPaolo's hilarious. So if you're around Governor's in Levittown, 731-3358, call.
Oh my God! You know the phone
I
number.
do.
I love.
No,
Nick
DiPaolo is fucking hilarious.
Who's it? Your other one?
Downey's in
Kevin Downey Jr. is in McGuire's with me. And then at the brokerage, you have
Des Bishop.
Des
Yeah.
I
Bishop.
don't know Des Bishop. Is he from Ireland or something? Oh, I've heard about him. I have never seen
Are
him.
you putting on Mick Thomas with him?
Oh, it's a whole
Two
Irish
mix-
show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
2 Micks on a show? A lot of mix.
very funny show. Whenever Des is there, he always has Nick.
Really?
Yeah, they're buddies.
I got to see that guy sometime. Beautiful.
Anyway.
Beautiful.
Thank the people, Patty, for giving us money on
Patreon. Thank you for our Patreon people. If you like the show, this is not us begging. This is just making
No,
a
it's us
suggestion.
begging. It's us begging.
Look,
We
I gotta
have
pay
expenses.
tolls. I gotta pay for fucking parking. What else?
Go to www.patreon.com
Yes.
/2TiredTwats, and it's TWO. Give us anything, $1 a month, $5 a month, $25 a month. And all the people who are giving us money, thank you very much for your generosity, your kindness, and liking us.
We keep saying we're going to get the T-shirts, but we are getting T-shirts.
We are eventually.
Two
But we
Tired
do
Twats
want to thank
t-shirt.
everybody who likes us and listens to our show. We are on iTunes. We are-
Review if you like us.
Right, we're on YouTube. You can see this. You could go to any episode. We used to be 2 chick chats or whatever we were.
Yeah.
And,
yep.
uh,
And we want to thank Adam Hineker. James gave us money. No, he fucking didn't. Wait a minute. Wait.
James
Like
just
a
gave
Show
us-
it.
couple
See?
of whores.
Oh my God,
Couple
that's
of
fucking
cheap
hilarious. 2 bills, baby. 2
That's
big
He's
ones.
Do
out
I
of
do I
his
get a cut of that?
mind.
No, you don't, motherfucker.
Unless you're a twat and you can prove it.
Oh, so are we signing
Anyway.
off right now?
Yeah,
Well,
this
we
is
want to know
we
where
want to
you're,
thank. We
where
got
are
to
you going to
thank.
be this month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, May 8th to the 11th.
That's nice.
And so if you want to see me lose all my money, come there.
Oh, that's what Carrie does.
No, but
too.
you're
And,
performing too.
Yeah,
at
I'm
the,
performing Comics Roadhouse, and
Is that by what's his name? The guy with the tree and whatever.
No,
I don't know what that is.
No,
but
Brad's not there anymore.
Not Brad.
but
Oh, he lost it.
Yeah.
Oh.
with the cabaret, yeah, he lost that. room.
Who's doing it now?
No one.
Oh, interesting.
Well, it's just a comedy club there in a different
Interesting.
venue. But yeah, I wanted to thank you guys for having me on. This is a great podcast that I do listen to.
Thank you.
Right, and
See, I told Patty you were funny. She's like, I don't know.
I go, do we really want
Yeah.
a new comic? But then I was looking at your pictures, by the way, and I love the picture. You have very funny comments about your pictures. A picture of your father. I forget what the comment was.
Oh my God, how far back did you go?
I was looking for a
She
photograph
looked
to
at
put
your
up
like
of you.
Jesus
third
Christ.
grade.
Oh my God, it was so funny. You know what? I went back to your pictures in Facebook, and you see, I don't know whether you're in high school or what the fuck. It's all these pictures of baseball, football,
Oh
all
my
his guy
God.
friends. Then all of a sudden,
You
can tell when he
creeped.
gets into comedy because now it's him holding beers, drinking, hanging out
Cocaine,
with people,
strippers.
partying, had the greatest part, and you just see the progression of the high
The
school
downfall.
kid. Yeah, the downfall into the
I
comedy
feel
life.
so violated right now. I need to.
I do look people up.
I'm gonna
But-
block Patty.
but-
Anyways,
You should
Jesus
block me.
Christ, I
You
feel
should
so
block me.
violated.
I know.
So yeah.
What
But yeah,
else?
no. But I wanted to thank you guys for having me, and Carrie especially. She's been helping me.
Wait,
a
Carrie
lot.
more than me? Excuse
I
me?
just met
I
you. I just
help
met you.
him all the time.
that's
I mean,
true.
she
I
got me.
guess-
She got me past here.
Oh,
She
okay,
got me
then you
past the
can thank her more
Governors.
than
She
me.
got me past the Comedy
Let me
Works
tell
in
you something about
Bristol.
Carrie.
And when you're ready, I'll get you
And,
pissed at the cellar.
Yeah,
Carrie
and,
will do. Hey, can you get me pissed at the cellar?
No.
Carrie will do. Why the fuck not? Carrie will do anything for like new people. She is all about helping people.
No,
Very
absolutely,
nice.
and I really appreciate it because I've noticed in this business there's a lot of people that just don't even talk to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the night I saw her, or we hit it off right away.
We did. We were
You know?
making fun of your friend who did the same joke
Yeah,
twice.
We're just ripping.
Who's
her apart.
I don't know. It's some
Oh,
guy,
yeah,
but he did it in the beginning. It was said that he did it at the end, and I don't think he
Oh
realized
my
'cause
God,
he was
no, they
stoned.
never know. Oh yeah, yeah.
And then he felt really bad. I'm like, we all do it. I do it when I'm not stoned.
I know, me too. How come there are no more Asian comics though?
I don't know. What happened to what's his name? Byrne. Is he here?
Steve Byrne.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
happened to Steve
I
Byrne?
love
Was he
him.
your
li-
guy?
yeah, I opened for him too. He lives in L.A.
I love him.
Yeah,
He's
he's
very funny.
He still tours.
Yeah.
Comes
He
to
had his
Gotham
own
once
show
a-
for a minute.
Sullivan and Son. Yep.
Helen
3
Hong.
seasons.
What about her? That's the only other Asian I know.
And that lady, your
Margaret
mother.
Margaret Cho.
Oh, Margaret Cho.
We said comics.
I never found her funny. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
How about that album, the Notorious Cho? I spent back in the day. I spent $18 on it. I said 2 albums and not one fucking laugh. I'm listening in my car.
Terrible.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, we got to go. Adam says we got to wrap up, and Patty goes into a fucking 4-hour story.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for coming. And
Thank
also,
you.
congratulations to Amy Schumer. And I'm sucking up to her because we want her on the show.
And that baby, that cute baby.
She can bring the baby on the show.
She can breastfeed. I hope she's breastfeeding.
I'm sure she is.
Anyway, thank you to Mario Bosco, who left
I
the
don't know
room.
where he went,
Yeah,
but
well,
I'm
I also wanted to thank James. I wish he was in here when I was saying this, but he's been so generous with
He's a
stage
great
time.
guy.
Yeah, James is
And,
really good. James is good to new comedians.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
May I plug my thing also?
All right,
No.
look at her calendar.
Tonight. Wait, tonight
Look
I'm
at
at
her calendar, how
Dangerfields
big
right
it is.
after this. Carrie's it. Where are you tonight?
I'm at Gotham tonight.
Gotham, and I'm at Dangerfields. And then Saturday night I'm at Dangerfields, 2 shows.
That was
Put the light on
that was
so I
me
can
lighting
read.
you.
Thank you, James. Thanks a lot, James. We're going to have sushi.
Oh my God! Do we have to give this money back to him? You know what I like that he hangs around with
He'll never take
$100
it back.
bills. He doesn't take
He'll
it back.
never take it back.
I fucking love that.
Anyway.
He flashes. He throws the money around like a
Well, you
like a
got
hot
it.
shot.
I had it. It went fast. Anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you
thank
all.
you, Adam
Thank you,
Henniker.
Adam Henniker. Comic
Thank you,
Strip
Comic
Live.
Strip Live, 82nd and 2nd every Tuesday night.
Adam Henniker.
We love you.
If people want you to do their sound, who do they call?
They can. My website is recroomny.com.
WR.
REC.
Oh, no W?
Or they can rec like recreation.
Oh, I thought it was rec like the rec room.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm just
All right,
finding
well-
this out now, 2 years later.
Rec,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, well, I paid you, and I'm happy. All right, everybody, thanks for listening. You guys are the best. Thanks, everybody. Good
Sorry I
night.
was late. Goodbye.
That was awesome.
I can't believe he gave us fucking money.
That's a